So then my mom comes over and she's like, "Well, Jose, uh, uh, um, Eddie called you. He's looking for you. He's been calling me every day now." I'm like, "What the fuck? Why is my ex calling my mother? What the hell is that about?" So I tried to talk to my dad about it, and I asked my dad, why is Eddie calling you guys? What the hell's wrong with that guy? Like, oh no, I don't know. He's talking to your mother and trying to know if you're okay. And I'm like, well, why doesn't he call me? Find out if I'm okay. He has my number. I don't know why, and I don't know what it is. I think he's trying to figure out things about me. That's what it is. I think he's trying to get things out of my mother, and my mother blabs. That's what I hate about my mother. So I tried to interrogate her. I'm like, Mom, what is he actually asking you? What do you guys talk about? He's like, oh no, well, he calls and he's trying to know if you're okay and see if you're still at the house, if you haven't moved. Like, well, he can call me and find out if I fucking moved. Oh, and he wanted to know if he can get some of his stuff out from the backyard. Look, it's been there for 6 months since he left. I don't know what he has back there. It's like all this bunch of like boxes of shit. I don't know what it is. Toys and stuff. 27-year-old calling my mother, his ex's mother, to find out if he can pick up his toys. Kind of lame thing is that. Oh, don't worry, Jose. It's fine. He's now a little bit more controlled and a little bit more subtle. That's what you think, Mom. My issues with my ex has always been his anger. And the fact that he couldn't. Look, I've been through a lot of shit myself. Alright? I lost money in many things. And he lost money on some other things that he was trying to do. And he couldn't handle it. I mean, he totally broke apart. And because he could not handle life issues, couldn't handle his own family, he took it out on me. And I said, none of that shit here. I'm going to help you. I want to help you. I want to be with you. I think you are very handsome and you are very, very loving. You're very caring. And all of a sudden, he turned into Dr. Jekyll. He just turned into another completely different person. And now he's calling my mom. He's calling my mother. And trying to be all nice, trying to be all cool about it, like nothing really happened. A lot of things happen, dude. A lot of things happen. And I know you hear my show. I know you listen to this show. So here's the thing. Don't call my mother. No, stop it. I'm asking. No, I'm not asking. I'm telling you not to call my mother. Now, if you want things out of my backyard, you can call me. You have my number, and I don't care if you call me. You can call me whenever you want. And I told you that. But I just don't like it when you call my mother and you're trying to get information from her about me. I just don't like it when people go behind my back like that. I just don't. No other person wants that in their life. So why should I deal with? Why should I have this going on? And I told my mom, Mom, don't pick up the phone anymore. I don't want you to talk to Eddie like that. But Jose, he's calling. I can't be mean. I'm like, Mom, you're too weak. Just because he's a nice guy and all that, and yes, look, he was very nice to my mother. He was. He took care of her when she was sick many times, and I had to go to work. And he was there for them. My parents like him a lot, and they're trying to figure out why we are not together anymore. But it's none of their business. Really, it's not. There's also some sexual things that happen between us, and I don't want them to know. I don't. It's embarrassing. So look. If you need to talk to me, Eddie, you call me. You have my number. You have my email. All right. You can even contact me through YouTube, through Twitter. You have everything. And I don't know what's this business about calling my mother. She's not your ex. You know, and the problem is that my mother, like, after a few months after I date somebody, she'll be like, oh, who, you know, she'll try to meet my new boyfriend, whatever, and she'll try to, like, be friends with him, and that's cool. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But then she starts going off, well, you're our new son, blah blah blah. This is the seventh time she has done that. Oh, you are part of the family. I'm like, Mom, I've only dated this guy for 6 months. And now you're telling him that you're his mom and that he's a new addition to our family. That's when we get married. That's like at least a couple of years after that. And it's pretty strange because when my sister got married, my mother didn't say that to my brother-in-law until like a few years later. Like, okay, you're now a part of our family. Well, there was a lot of bad animosity between my brother-in-law and my mother. But with my exes, she would be there. She'd be like, oh, you're, within 6 months after I start dating this guy. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to be with this guy for forever or for a long time. She'd be like, oh, you're part of our family now. I view you like my new son. And this is what happens. And after we break up, guess what happens, Mom, when you say that kind of stuff? They call you now. Oh, but he calls me also to find out how I am. Yeah, that's how it starts out. And I know this guy pretty well. He starts out with trying to be nice, and then 20 minutes into the conversation, he'll try to get intel about me. Because I know you, Mom, because I know that you are going to tell him everything that he wants to know about me. And I don't want that. Because there are certain things I don't want him to know about me. Oh, it's okay, son. It's Jose, you're overreacting, Jose. I'm not overreacting. I hate it when she says that. I'm not overreacting. I'm just telling you not to do that. So I haven't yet received a call from him. And if he wants stuff, look, he knows where he lived here for close to 2 years now. Should know where I live. You know where I live, asshole. Just come over and you can pick up your stuff. Stop with this nonsense about calling my mom. What does she have to do with anything? It's over. And still my mother doesn't think it's over. She's like, well, you need to talk to him and, settle your differences. And he's so nice and he treats you and me and your father with so much respect. And he's really there for us, when he took us to the doctor's appointment. Yeah, I know that he was there. He was your taxi driver, your limo driver, basically. All right? And that's a good thing. I like it when I have a boyfriend like that treats my parents really nice. I like that. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying don't be involved as an arbitrator between me and my ex. I don't like that. So anyway, I'll see what I can do. I'll probably have to call him. Thing is, probably he got a new number. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out. But I'm going to call him and say, hey, dude, you know what? Or if you're listening right now, I'm telling you right now. Want to talk to me? Talk to me. Call me. If you want to have stuff that belongs to you, that's in my backyard, I think there is, because I see some of these boxes in the tool shed that don't belong to me. I don't think they're mine. And when I picked into one of these boxes, there were like some toys or something like that, and I don't know what they were. Some stuff, some shit. and I think it belongs to my ex. So maybe that's what they were talking about. Oh well, tell Jose that I need my stuff. Like, call me, fucking prick. I thought you were nicer. I thought you were more intelligent than this. I thought you were better than this. Like, how would you feel if I call your mom? Oh, you blow up. I know you would. You will blow up. One time I was talking to his mom alone, and he blew. Oh, he was livid when I did that. We went to his sister's quinceañera. Oh, and for about 5 minutes, I was alone with his mom. We were just talking casually. We weren't even talking about anything about me and him, because he's very closeted. I mean, his family knows that he's gay, and he's with me and everything, but he doesn't want to talk about anything relating to our relationship or his homosexuality. He's very closeted still about that, and that's fine. I don't mind that. I don't really care what you tell your family or not. But the thing is, I was being nice to your mom, just like you are with my mother. You know, we just sat around the table for 5 minutes. I was with his mom, and we talked about, you know, the quinceañera and everything like that, and casual things. And oh boy, he didn't like that. Like, don't talk to my mom, you know, without me. The hell is wrong with that? He didn't like it. So every time we visit his parents or his family, which was not that much, it was like on occasion that we would go and visit them. And when I talk to his mom, he'll be there listening, just make sure what I talk to her about. And I get it. I'm not supposed to talk to her about her sex life or, you know, anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that kind of person. You know, I might go on this show and talk about her sex life, which, you know, at the beginning was really good, and then at the end, you know, things started to go really crazy. You know, that's why I have this show, because there are times, you know, yeah, I know there are things I cannot say to a person's face, especially your mother. And your mom has, I don't know what her problem is. She had a lot of problems and issues. I mean, that's what I can tell. She's a nice lady, but I guess she has a lot of problems. And I don't know if it's because you're gay. I'm not really sure. I don't know what's the problem. Maybe it did involve me. And maybe he was trying to protect me from whatever she wanted to say about our relationship. And, you know, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. He wasn't. You know, he wasn't able to handle some of his shit and his problems that he had with his parents, with his family. So, I mean, Eddie, if you're listening to this, if just think about this. If I were to call your mother, and I think I have your parents' phone number, if I were to call them and talk to them constantly, like every other day or every other 2 days, how would you feel about that? You'd be pissed. You'll probably come over and try to beat my ass. And you probably can't because you're stronger than me, but but so what? You know? But how would you feel about that? How would you feel if I were to call your mother and we would talk about you? Oh, you will be pissed. Oh no, but he can call my mom. Oh, because your mom's so tolerant. Yeah, but still, I don't give a shit. Once we're done, first of all, you're the one that left. So let's get that over. Let's get that clear. You left. You ended this whole thing, and fine, I accept it. Fine, it's over. Done. Get out of my life. But then you're calling my mother. What the hell is that about? Trying to figure out shit about me, huh? Trying to act all CIA on me, huh? It's not gonna happen anymore. In fact, if you keep calling, I'm gonna convince my parents to change their cell phone number. Both my dad and my mom, because they both have cell phones. Forget about that shit. Exes are something, I have 2 exes that are really a problem. And now I have a 3 ex problem, a 3rd one. What the hell is this now? I have 1 ex as thank God he's able to stop whatever he was trying to do. trying to pester my new relationship. And then I had another ex who was a psycho, but we dealt with it really well. So, but this guy's not really a psycho. He's not really like that, but he is sneaky. That's even more dangerous. So, I don't know. Next time I'm gonna be very careful now, I guess. I don't know. Oh, but Jose, maybe he's trying to get back together with you, and because I don't want you to live alone. I don't care, Mom. I'm gonna live alone. You know, that's how my mother is. My mother's worried about me all the time. She's like, I don't want you to live alone. What if you get robbed? What if you get burglarized? Fuck. Look, I have a gun, alright? I'm able to take care of myself. Yeah, but you have anxiety, you know. The anxiety is gone. I don't need my medication anymore. I'm done. That was also a problem in our relationship. And, oh yeah, Jose, understand my medical problems. Well, he had medical problems. And my issues? What happened to my issues, Eddie? You ignored them. Calling my mom. The hell's the matter with you, you fucking dick? Anyway. Stop it. If you want to call me, call me. Want to talk to me, you want to get your stuff out, you have any other issues, call me. Be a man. You know how you always try to pretend to be the man of the relationship, which you were not. Be a man about it and call me. Say, Jose, I want my toys. And I'll go and I'll pick up your little toys. I'll put them in the front porch and you can go pick them up. Or how about that? I'll deliver them to you. How is this about calling my mother? Oh, he just called to see how we were and to see if because my mother has arthritis. To see how my arthritis is. And Mom, he doesn't give a shit about your arthritis. He just wants to get through to you so he can know stuff about me. Oh, and then he tried to, he talked to your dad and he's going to fix the truck. Oh, I don't want him to fix the truck. Get a mechanic, I'll pay for it. That's the other thing too. My ex was into cars and he fixed a lot of my cars, and I sold some of my cars already. But he was a good mechanic. He fixed my neighbor's car and everything. But no, don't get near my parents' car. Leave him alone. I'll get a mechanic. But there you go. For those of you who have exes, or you're about to be an ex to somebody, and be wary of these things. And don't call your ex's parents. What the hell is that about? Call your ex yourself. Be a man. Don't be a pussy. I mean, that's all I have to say about that. But, it really bugged me these last couple of weeks that my parents were giving me reports about my ex. Like, I don't give a shit what he does. And then he's going to sign up for a new program at the college. I'm like, I don't give a shit. He was supposed to be an architect or an engineer. He was trying to impress me with that shit. And then he failed on that. He spent $20,000 in school and he fucked it all up. That's his problem. But he's gonna, he's gonna do this. He's gonna go to New York, and I don't give a shit if he goes to Washington D.C. and sucks Obama's cock. I don't give a shit. All right, Eddie, I love you. I care about you, but at the same time, live your life. Go away. Leave my parents alone. You said so yourself. You didn't want to be with me anymore. Go away. You can't be doing this limbo shit. Go away. Anyway. Alright. Enough of Eddie. Enough of my ex. Go something else here.